Let's not get stranded in a foreign country by using our phone anywhere for about 10 bucks. So I recently went on a trip to Asia and it was great. I went to the wrong airport because I was stupid, but we're not gonna do that. Instead, we're gonna use our phone correctly by allowing us to have data anywhere. I took the liberty of searching through multiple companies, trying to find the best rated one at the cheapest price, and it landed me to this company, which I'm not sponsored by, but it's cheap. So if you want to save money, I suggest using this one. But if you find a better one, leave it in the comments below so we can all help each other out. So there's this cool website, Airlo, that allows you to have electronic SIMs that you can use on your phone and get data wherever you want. Stay connected wherever you travel at affordable rates. So first, we want to make sure that our phone is compatible. So most newer phones are. There are iPhones with eSIMs, XR 11, 12, 14, and so on. And then if you're a Samsung person, which I am currently not, but I used to have a Samsung, there's the Samsung Galaxy S20 and all of these other ones, and then Google phones with eSIMs and all of that. So instead of getting a physical SIM card, you can get an eSIM directly on your phone instantly without having to pick it up at anywhere because it's an electronic SIM card. Hence the E in eSIM. So there's local eSIMs that work in one specific country, there's regional eSIMs that work in different continents, and then there's global eSIMs that work in 84 different countries. So obviously the local eSIMs are cheaper. For example, if you just clicked on the Japan one, you can see you get 1 gigabyte of data valid for 7 days, and it's $4.50, or 2 gigabytes for 15 days, and so on. And let's just say you want to get this one for $5. You can see the different additional information. The validity period starts when the eSIM connects to any supported networks. So if you buy it today, but you don't actually go to Japan until a week later, you can still add it to your phone now. And then when you actually land in Japan and connect to an available network, that's when the 7 days start. So that way you can be better prepared. And there's a top-up option. So if you need more data in the period, just get more data by topping it off. And then if you want to go to Asia, these are all the countries that I'll work for. So if you're going to Hong Kong, Japan, Malaysia, Philippines, South Korea, and so on, you just need one eSIM and it'll work in all of these different countries. It's slightly more expensive, but that makes sense. Here you can see 3 gigabytes for 30 days. It's $13 worth of money, which isn't bad. And if you use my referral link in the description below, you can get an additional $3 off. So that way, this becomes 10 bucks. Now, if you're worried about not having enough data, you can always top it off or get a new eSIM card because these are relatively inexpensive. Note that most of these only give you data, not an actual phone number. But I mean, if I need to use Google Maps, well, I can do that on data. Moreover, I suggest not wasting your data and always connecting to Wi-Fi when available. And you can easily control when you use data and when you don't. So just scroll down on an iPhone and then you can turn that on, and then that means you're using your cellular data. Make sure you monitor how much you use, and then boom, now it's off. So now you're not wasting data. And if you go to your settings here, you can go to the search bar and select cellular. So you have your primary SIM card, which you use when you're in the United States, and it's your regular phone number. So make sure to click on that and turn that off so that you don't get international charges and overage charges and all of that. So that's off. Then you can just add in your eSIM. So just add in a secondary SIM card, use a QR code or transfer from a nearby phone. Just follow the instructions on the Airlo website. It will walk you through this. So here is the past one that I had, and then you can just make sure that one is always on, and then you can control by doing this on and off when you use this data and when you don't use the data. So that way you can use Wi-Fi when available for free, and then turn on cellular when there is no Wi-Fi. And with this, you can actually see the current period and how much data you've used. So cellular data for travel, 2.3 gigabytes has been used. I got the 30-day plan for 3 gigabytes, so I have 0.7 gigabytes left. So that's an easy way to control and monitor how much you use on cellular and on which SIM cards. And I added my travel SIM card prior to going to the country of my destination, so that way I had it all set up and ready to go once I landed into the foreign country. Now, make sure to read the terms or the additional information on the Airalo website, because it will let you know if it activates once you actually add it to your phone or when it connects to a supported network. If it's when you connect to an available network, I would just add it beforehand, so that way you can get data, although the airport will likely also have free Wi-Fi. If you don't have one of these newer phone models, you can just get a physical SIM card. They're more expensive, and pick it up at the airport or wherever, but I have an iPhone 11 and thus I'm using an eSIM because it's inexpensive and cheap. If you do need to make a call, instead of using your US mobile plan, why not use Tulani? And let's say you're in Korea or Japan or China or somewhere and you need to make phone calls to the USA. Instead of calling using your mobile carrier, which will charge you a ridiculous rate, you can instead use Tulani, and it can call landlines and mobiles for $0.01 per minute. You can also call to different countries. For example, if you click China, it's only 2.5 cents per minute to landlines, 2.2 cents per minute to mobile lines. And if you look at Verizon, one of the biggest US carriers, you can see that a call to China will cost you $2.49 per minute versus 2.5 cents per minute. So you can see there's a huge difference. But if you can, just call or text over Wi-Fi, so you can use WhatsApp, iMessage, FaceTime, or WeChat. But if you need to call a bank, for example, you would probably need to call a landline and then pay the 1 cent per minute to the USA if you were making a call internationally. So if you want to look up where best to eat or how to use the subway system, you need data, because Wi-Fi isn't free everywhere. So use Airalo, $3 off coupon in the description below, and Tulani if you need to make international calls. So that way you can save money and spend more in the country you're visiting instead of on data. For more travel tips, make sure to click on the videos on the screen, like my trip to Japan, and have fun spending at your destination on food rather than data. This is Bailey Zong, that money guy. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment below, and bye-bye.